Hey, Slime Sauce, Shlimmy here. In 1990, Japanese video game designer and director of company Game Freak, Satoshi Tajiri, made a concept for a game called Pocket Monsters, which arose from his childhood of catching and collecting insects in the forest near him, and his love for anime. The game was finally completed and released in 1996, set to not do well due to their late release on the Game Boy's life. However, it was a surprising smash hit for not only the console, but Nintendo overall. Due to its success, Pokemon has now become a household name, not only in Nintendo's library of game franchises, but in gaming as a whole, with notable Pokemon such as Pikachu, Lucario, Mewtwo, Jigglypuff, and of course the sexiest Pokemon, Gardevoir. Or is it? While Gardevoir is the sexiest Pokemon, she is not the most quote-unquote compatible for male human and female Pokemon breeding. In terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for humans for Generation 1. Vaporeon are in the field egg group, which is mostly comprised of mammals. They are an average of 3 foot 3 inches tall and are an average weight of 63.9 pounds. This means they're large enough to take human dicks, and with their impressive base stats for HP and access to the move Acid Armor, you can be rough with one. Due to their mostly water-based biology, there's no doubt that an aroused Vaporeon would be incredibly wet. So wet in fact that you could have sex with one for hours without getting sore. They can also learn the moves Attract, Baby Doll Eyes, Captivate, Charm, and Tail Whip, along with not having any fur to hide nipples, so it would be incredibly easy for one to get you in the mood. With her abilities Water Absorb and Hydration, she can easily recover from any fatigue with enough water. No other Gen 1 Pokemon comes close to this level of compatibility. Vaporeon is literally built for human dick. Ungodly defense stats, high HP pull, and acid armor means she can take cock all day, all shapes and sizes, and still come for more. Now, this was all common knowledge throughout Generation 1, but when Gen 2 came out and introduced new evolutions, Vaporeon became obsolete in the category of Pokemon sex toys. In terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding in every later generation, Vaporeon is actually no longer the most compatible for humans. This is a common and understandable misconception. However, Vaporeon has her human on Pokemon breedability outclassed by her cousin Pokemon, Umbreon. Umbreon weighs approximately 60 pounds and is 3 foot 3 inches tall, just like her cousin evolution Vaporeon, making her not only large enough to handle human genitalia, but light enough to also be promptly lifted and set back down repeatedly. Her small size would also prove a tight entry, which is always a good thing. Umbreon also boasts an impressive defensive stat spread. With her combination of high HP, defense, and special defense stats, she can take a great pounding and come back for more. Umbreon also has access to the ability Synchronize, which allows her to share her current status with you, meaning that you will feel all the pleasure that she's getting combined with all the pleasure that you're receiving from pounding this perfectly breedable Pokemon. Umbreon also has the capability of seeing in pitch black darkness, allowing her to effectively attend a midnight fornication session. Even if you do manage to drain Umbreon's energy with all those furious thrusts, she can recover very quickly with her access to the move Moonlight, and her black fur is also a positive attribute, allowing all of your excretions to be easily seen all over her body. Fun fact, Umbreon can excrete toxins in her sweat, which would in turn soak into your member, making it even more sizable and sensitive. This would not only enhance the experience for you, but for your Umbreon as well, which with Synchronize ends up pleasing you exponentially more. Umbreon still has even more great moves that are good to have while smashing, such as Quick Attack, allowing swift slams and bounces, which can have even greater power if Umbreon uses Curse beforehand. Curse would also raise Umbreon's defense, making her able to take powerful thrusting for almost any action. Looking back, Umbreon's slightly small size ensures a Gorilla Grip cavity and easy physical manipulation, and her ungodly bulk allows her to take poundings for hours on end and resume after recovering with Moonlight, which works even better when it's sunny. Her access to the abilities Inner Focus and Synchronize allow her to unwaveringly throw it back and add all of her pleasure onto yours, making her twice as amazing as any other Pokemon, or even 4 times as amazing factoring in the double power of Payback, of course. All of this information, in combination with her extremely useful move pool in the world of intercourse, makes Umbreon the Pokemon most qualified to breed with humans, able to take any dick of any shape, any size, in any position easily for extensive periods of time, while having the ability to return for even more mere seconds later. Now, that's all well and good, but what if you're not looking for sex? What if you just want a good old partner to be more romantically intimate with? Well, that's where Umbreon is outclassed by Flareon. Is Flareon objectively the most huggable Pokemon? While her maximum temperature is probably too much for most, she can control it, so she can set it to the perfect temperature for you. Along with that, she has a lot of fluff, so she will be incredibly soft to touch without question. But that's not all. She has a very respectable special defense stat of 110, which means she's likely very calm and resistant to emotional damage. Because of this, you can vent to her while hugging, and she won't mind. She can make herself even more endearing using moves like Charm and Baby Doll Eyes to ensure that you never have a prolonged bout of depression ever again. However, there's a better Pokemon out there. And this is a common misconception, but the best Pokemon for hugging is actually Sylveon. Sylveon is not only a great companion to cuddle and spend time with, but is also an expert at emotional support. She can use her ribbon-like feelers to read your emotions and therefore know when you're sad, angry, lonely, etc., resulting in her always knowing exactly what's wrong without even needing to ask, helping her cheer you up accordingly. Since she evolved from her love for you, a Sylveon would probably be more affectionate than any other evolution would be, allowing for prolonged sessions of cuddling or hugging to help cheer you up. Due to evolving from love, you can safely assume that she would have incredibly soft fur for cuddling or hugging. Sylveon also has an impressive special defense stat of 130, meaning she's very likely calm and resistant to emotional damage. As a result of this, whenever you feel stressed out or just need someone to talk to, you can vent to her while hugging or cuddling and she won't mind. Not only this, but Sylveon can also learn Calm Mind using TR49, which can not only raise her special defense but also get rid of any stress caused by venting to her. She can also learn moves such as Charm and Baby Doll Eyes to make herself even more endearing. Let's not forget that Sylveon can also release a smoothing aura from her feelers to calm you down, helping you deal with any anger or frustration you could ever face. Not only did Sylveon evolve because she loves you, she evolved because you love her. So it's safe to say even seeing your beloved Sylveon would cause a dopamine rush. Fun fact, if you like going on walks, Sylveon will wrap her feelers around your arm and walk with you. Sylveon is also known to battle against dragon Pokemon many times larger than herself. So not only will she give you amazing emotional support, she will defend you from any threat, should the time ever come where she would be required to. However, Pokemon are animals, no matter how much you think they aren't. And animals can't consent, so all of this talk about hugging and fucking are completely irrelevant because they can't consent. Or no, they can't. No, I'm not even, no. Do not even try to fuck.